all of you are healthy, happy, safe and sound. I, Vibhoo Bajpai, extend a heartfelt welcome to our viewers on our channel. It's been quite some time since I posted any video on my channel as I was caught up with my work, studies and travel, and for a very brief period I wasn't well too. Anyway, as they say, better late than never. So here I am today presenting you Raghunath Season 2. The first season of Raghunath was very much appreciated and accepted by the audience. I hope Season 2 makes a space in your heart too. Like it happened in Season 1, this time too, we will have discussions based on the life events of Lord Ram, try and understand the underlying philosophical lessons for us, and at the same time watch some amazing performances based on the incidents mentioned in Ramayana. So without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. So today's topic of discussion is something that intrigued me while I was shooting the last episode of Raghunath, Season 1. While I was shooting the last episode and it was all a thought about the ending, the last episode and how it should end or what all I should be speaking or saying, and suddenly it struck me, what is the ending of Ramayana? Where does Ramayana end? We've all read and heard about the beginning of Ramayana. What Lord Shiva told Devi Parvati was overheard by a curious crow, Kakabhushundi, who then narrates the entire story to Narad Muni. Then Narad Muni recollects whatever he has heard and narrates the story to sage Valmiki. Now Valmiki ji transforms the entire story into a poem and teaches it to the twins Love and Kush. Now Love and Kush recite the entire song in front of the king of Ayodhya, not knowing that he himself is the protagonist of the story and their father. But that is not all. That is Purva Ramayana, what Love and Kush had learnt. There is another 7th chapter, Uttar Ramayana, where we are told that Ram and Sita get separated again. And later on, the father and sons reconcile, leading to Devi Sita disappearing in the earth, and later Lord Ram walking into Saryu river, never to rise again. But is that the end of Ramayana? After this, we are told that as people change their clothes every day, the soul changes body. And Narayan leaves for Vaikuntha in Treta Yuga to be reincarnated in Dwapar Yuga in the form of Lord Krishna, who is Leela Purushottam. Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. So is Mahabharata the extension of Ramayana? But then we are told that Lord Vishnu takes many more avatars after Krishna. And final being Kalki, who heralds Pralay and ends the society as we know it. So is Pralay the end? But then we are told that after Pralay, the oceans rise again and Lord Vishnu takes the form of Matsya. So basically, it is not one after another, but it's a cycle. It's a cycle, one after another. What we think is the end marks beginning of something else. So it's a cycle, it's a circle. It's not a single line. There's no end to it. Lord Vishnu incarnates in era after era, pralay after pralay, in a cycle that never ends, and possibly which neither has a beginning nor an end. What we think is a beginning has come after some ending, and what we think is the end marks the beginning of something else. So basically it keeps going on and on. So there is no particular sort of bracket where it all began and where it all will end. And the story of Ramayana is basically, it's a small story of a vast narrative. From Matsya Avatar to Kalki, Ramayana is a piece of story of a huge narrative. What I can say is basically a piece of a vast jigsaw puzzle. Events in the tale are a consequence of the past and cause of the future. Now, everything in this world which has been constructed is based on some destruction. What we talk of ending, now something to survive, something else has to die. That is the law of nature. Every construction is based on some destruction. Something in the nature is being destroyed for something else to survive. Because in nature, only the mightier survive. The ones who are stronger will survive. The meek, the weaker ones do not. And this is how nature creates balance in its various aspects. For example, if we talk of Indian literature, if we talk of Puran and Ved, the nature is represented through Devi, the goddess. She is Prakriti. Whatever is there in nature, it is all demonstrated through Devi. You all must have visited the Navratri pandals of Devi, where you find idols of Lord Ganesh, Lord Shiva, and the three prominent idols of Devi, the three forms of Devi, one being Devi Saraswati, the other being Devi Lakshmi, and in the center you see Jagdamba, Devi Parvati, or Siddhidatri, or whatever suits you. And she is actually in the form of Mahishasur Mardini. So she is killing the Mahishasur with her trident, and it not only signifies the triumph of good over evil, but at the same time it makes you realize that in order for her children to survive, in order to protect her children, the Devi is killing or taking life of some other organism. So for something to survive, something else will die for sure. So to protect her children, she kills the devil, she kills the demon. And that demon has to die if the survival of the children, if survival of her kids is important. So this is how Devi, or this is how nature creates balance. So next time when you see this idol in Navratri Puja, do remind yourself that for us to survive, something in nature is being sacrificed. Something else is dying for us to survive. Like for every plant to grow, a seed will merge itself in the soil. So for every plant to grow, a seed will merge itself in the soil. So this is what I understood or interpreted out of the end when this particular concept struck me. I was thinking, okay, is this the end? This happens in our lives too. No, you think, this hasn't happened, this is the end, this is like final. If this doesn't happen, nothing is going to happen in my life. But you never know. What you think is the ending might be marking the beginning of something else in your life. Something that you think, if this doesn't happen, nothing's going to happen in my life. When you think it's the ending, reassure yourself, if this is ending, something else is beginning somewhere else. Something is being created for you. There is some other beginning. Maybe you are, doing your hard work in the wrong direction. Maybe you need to take a step back and reevaluate where you should be putting your efforts, where you should be putting your mind, where your focus should be. And maybe that's why something is ending in your life. So endings are not always bad, they're good, and probably it's the ending that leads to beginning. So they are as essential as is death. So that was all for today's discussion. And talking of endings and beginnings, so there was an incident in Lord Ram's life that led to beginning of a new chapter in his life, and that was when he got married. So I bring it to all of you, the Swayamvar of Devi Sita as performance of today. Hope you all will enjoy, and see you in the next episode. Till then, Jai Raghunath.
सुमुख सयाने सिया सको जाने राम बड़े सुंदर हो सखी सुंदर सुमुख सयाने सिया सको जाने राम बड़े सुंदर हो साची में धनुष उठाय जगत हर्षाय राम बड़े सुंदर हो अद्भुत छवि चहुओर है मंगल मोर राम बड़े सुंदर हो घोर पितु का होय राम बड़े सुंदर हो हंस समस्या डोले न मुख से बोले राम बड़े सुंदर हो सब लोग हरस बिखरे हैं सूर्य उतरे हैं राम बड़े सुंदर हो आँखन लिए जयमाल चंद्र समभाल राम बड़े सुंदर हो बहिताओ सिया जयमाल राम